Running has changed my life, even though I'm still such a slow runner. Now, I'm not out here breaking any records or placing in races, but somehow something as simple as running has shifted how I see myself, how I live, and just how I show up in the world, day to day. So I wanted to sit down today to talk a bit about that. I wanted to sit down today and talk a bit about that, what running has done for me and why our channel is changing a bit. Hello everyone. So Michael just brought it to my attention that I potentially could be coordinating and wearing the same outfit as the last video. I don't actually know because I can't actually remember. It all mushes into one, but I usually tend to wear the same stuff even though I've got multiple pairs of leggings and tops. But anyway, we're here this afternoon to get a run done. It's probably the first run back in a week. I don't know, I can't remember the last time we ran. But last time, can't remember what we did. We did 4K in just under, at 30 minutes. So we're just gonna see if we can do the same. I did a good pace, like for the first 2 or 3 kilometers, but then I got pooped in gas. What?
Oh, I heard something coming from the river. Sus.
A crocodile comes up and grabs my
Hey, that's not funny.
It's not funny. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna do 30 minutes and see what distance / pace we get. I don't really want to get a set thing, but if I am feeling good, because last time I think we did just over 4K, I don't know, maybe I can pump out another K. Who knows, but we'll see. It's nice and gloomy, but it's still really muggy. We put a whole heap of bug spray on because there's bugs out. But yeah, I'm just gonna warm up and then we're gonna get straight into it. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just about to, well, it started raining. So we'll see how heavy it gets before we're gonna turn back. Okay, just finished the first split, 6:50 pace. I don't know why, I'm just so lazy. I was just like, I need to stop. I'm just being lazy, but I don't know, I feel like since we finished the program, I find it hard to do a certain amount of time with intervals. It's like, I feel like I like interval running way more because you get those breaks and you can like go faster when you're supposed to run. But I don't know, I just feel like half an hour feels so long. I'm just being lazy. But I'm just gonna catch my breath and then we'll run again because we can't give up. But any run is better than no run, so even if I get out here and like stop multiple times today, that's better than not coming at all. So yeah. Should I go faster and then stop when I get gas?
Yeah, maybe do like sort of
like semi-intervals?
Yeah, semi-intervals and just see how quick you can get it done, even if you need a walk.
Yeah. Keep thinking people behind us, but it's just the waves. Okay.
At least it didn't bucket.
After this puddle, I'll try to go a bit faster.
Oh shit.
Yeah, careful.
Oh, my feet are wet.
This sucks. I feel so unfit today. Well, I'm feeling fit every day, but extra unfit today. We ended up stopping and turning around earlier than we would because there's like a whole heap of huge puddles back that way. So we're just gonna go back and forth. And the distance is probably like 1.5K, I'd say. And we're just gonna keep going back and forth until we're done, I suppose. And I've decided I'm gonna try to do faster runs and then just stop when I need to stop. I don't really care at this point. But it's starting to rain heavier, so we'll see. We're only at 1.6 kilometers. I feel like this is my very first day running in my whole entire life because it's just doing shit. But that's fine. We're all about showing the struggles. Okay, let me catch my breath and then we'll start again. None's landing in my mouth. None. Guys, I feel really bad today. Like my confidence and everything, I feel like I'm just really negative. Which is probably why I can't run, but also I'm unfit, but I don't know. I just feel shit about this one. Still just stop starting till I said I want to at least get to 3K. And I've got like 700 meters to go, but I'm being lazy as hell. Cannot be bothered.
We can turn back here and then run as hard as we can and then turn back, and that'll be 3K, I think.
Yeah, we're at 2.26.
Yeah. We'll
I
just
didn't
go.
laugh, but we had less.
Yeah.
It's not that much.
Okay.
Alright.
You ready?
Alright guys, let's just run the rest of the way.
It's too many puddles ahead.
Yeah,
So
I
we
know.
just, if anything, we just up and down like we've been doing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
All right.
let's go.
You got this. Ooh. Wet.
Wet. Out of this. Okay, the rain started to get heavier, but I just finished 3K run. We're almost at the car and we'll talk in the car once we get out of the rain. Okay, we're back in the car now. So we did 3Ks at a 7:39 pace, which isn't too bad to be honest, because when we were running, when we were walking, I thought it was going to be way more like 8 or 9 pace, but I think when we were running faster than usual, and I didn't actually walk for that long. It was just like a couple seconds at a time to catch my breath, but better than nothing. I'll put up my Strava for this run. Yeah, I just got to get into the habit of going regularly, because I feel like we just have, I don't know, ideally I'd like to run every day, but that's just not realistic. So what, just got to build up to that. And yeah, I'm pooped and I'm soaked, so we're gonna head home. I'm just glad that it didn't rain any heavier than it did, because running in wet shoes is just so uncomfortable, and that's actually what we did in the half marathon, is we had soaked shoes. So yes, running with wet shoes and socks is not a vibe. So let's start with the obvious. Physically, before running I felt sluggish, stuck. Running helped me just get moving again. Well, not again, but just get moving. I wasn't proud of neglecting my cardiovascular fitness, but running helped me build momentum. It was such an easy and clear goal to work towards, but the real changes, they weren't physical. Yes, running got me moving again, but it also made me start thinking about how I treat my body overall. That's not just physical fitness, but you know, what I eat, how much I'm sleeping, what I'm doing for my mental health, and not just my physical health. Like I said in the past vlogs or videos, I'm really starting to work on eating better and just fueling my body good. Does that make sense? Fueling my body better. So yeah, you know what I mean. What I'm putting in my body to fuel my body, because I want to feel more energized. I want to feel stronger. I want to be eating foods that make me feel good in the long run and aren't just like quick hits of dopamine. What are they called? Yeah. You know what I mean? There's a word for it. But not eating bad food, trying to eat better foods and healthier foods that are making me feel better in the long run, more energized, stronger, and that's just helping me with my fitness journey. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just going on a tangent. Now, it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's just about doing something, and running has honestly just given me that spark to do it and to try for real. And it's not about looking a certain way or hitting a specific weight on the scales, but I just want to feel good and confident in my body and how I treat it. It gave me discipline. I've always been someone who said they will do something in terms of their health and fitness, but I've never actually found something that I've stuck to long enough to see major results. But running has helped me break that Running forced me to break that habit, because you can't fake running. You either show up and run or you don't. Obviously, we're all human and we miss a run here and there, but it's just important to, when you do miss a run, don't beat yourself up. Just get back out there and get back on that train and just build momentum again. Learning to show up consistently throughout life, throughout whatever was going on in life, whether it was a bad day or I was just feeling heavier than normal, I wasn't feeling as fit as normal, just continually showing up every day, just building those steps just made me proud of myself again. I remember one run where I nearly cried halfway through, but just because I felt so heavy and unfit, but I finished it. And there has been multiple times like that where a run feels like a really bad run and you just feel like you're going backwards in your fitness, and there's plenty of times where I've cried and had meltdowns, but you just got to get it done because you'll feel so much better for it. But that moment really stuck with me because it was the first time that I felt like I could, or the first time I realized that I really could push past what I thought my limit was. You always think that you can only run a certain distance or a certain pace, or you're not going to make it, or you won't be able to finish that run. But then when you push through that, you feel so much better. What is this number calling me for? It taught me mental resilience. Some of those runs were hard. It was hot and humid. It was raining. I felt tired. I felt sore. I felt heavy. Pushing past that really helped build my mental resilience or tolerance for suffering, basically, because a lot of those runs where it was humid or raining or I was sore, I was suffering, and that was all I could think about the entire time. And that discipline has bled into other parts of my life, whether it's work, relationships. Just when something doesn't go my way or doesn't go to plan, it's just helped put things into perspective. There was one morning and on a few occasions where I just really didn't feel up for running, but Michael already had his shoes on, laced up, and was encouraging me to go. And I'm so glad I did, because you'll never regret going for a run, but you will always regret skipping a run. And there's so many times where in the moment I'm like, no, I don't feel it, like I don't want to do it, and either later that day or the next day I'll regret it and I'll just be so hard on myself, like, why did I not get that done? So you always feel better for it. Like I said, you'll never regret running, but you'll regret not running. It has brought me closer to my husband. We've always been a team, but running together, suffering together, and celebrating small milestones for me has just been so special. The early mornings or times I didn't want to run, he was there beside me, pushing me and encouraging me, and it just means a lot. And I don't know, it's so special to just have that. I feel like, and I've said it previously, I don't even know if I would be where I am in my running journey if I didn't have him being my coach, sort of mentor, just all-round good husband. And yeah, so I really appreciate him for that, and that is definitely a bonus, is just hanging out together, smashing goals together, struggling together. Well, not so much him, me struggling, but it's just nice to have that support while you're suffering, while you're trying to kick a goal. So yes, I'm very appreciative of him. But that is definitely something that I love about running, is running with him. It gave me hope. I know I haven't really changed much in terms of my physical appearance or weight, but there was a time where I did lose a bit of weight from running, but then I sort of let myself down in other aspects of my health, like what I was eating. But you know what? It really did give me hope, because if someone who was my size and my fitness level could do what I didn't think I could do, I just know that with discipline and consistency, I really can achieve my goals if I set my mind to it. So yeah, running has changed a lot for me, but I feel like we have been holding back a little bit on this channel. We've only really showed one side of our life, but we really want to share so much more than that. I really want our channel to reflect us and not just one part of who we are. And while we'll definitely keep sharing our running journey, we're just going to be slowly turning into what we wanted our channel to be, if that makes sense. More of our life, more of our marriage, things that we are working on, struggling through, learning, and just enjoying. Now, we're still chasing that 30-minute 5K, but we're also renovating our life in small ways, working full time and trying to stay sane, and also raising our dog Creed. She requires a lot of attention, being a reactive dog, but she's also the biggest sweetheart. And we're just trying to build a life that really aligns with our values, which includes learning how to balance discipline and joy, try not to waste time, because that's been a huge theme for us lately, and just living wholesomely and honestly. We've noticed that when we post videos that aren't about running, that we lose a few subscribers, and I get it, some people are just here for the running content, but for those who have stayed and will stay, we want to say thank you so much. Seriously, we really appreciate you all. So we've started calling this our Make Time Matter era, and we just want to really lean into what excites us. And right now, that's sharing our life's journey and adventures, not perfectly curated, not aesthetic, just us. But right now we're still figuring it out, because we both work full time, we're really busy. Some days we're super exhausted, some days we're full of motivation and energy, but we're committed to creating, to sharing, and to building something that matters, not just for us, but hopefully for the people that watch too. So we're planning a schedule that works for our life instead of against it, but we're planning on still uploading consistently but sustainably at the same time. So it might be one vlog a week, or maybe a longer video and a shorter video over a fortnight. We're not too sure yet. We haven't figured that out. It honestly all just depends on how much time we have, but we hope that you guys watching can relate to our journey and just know that you're not alone in certain aspects of life. So follow along if you haven't already, and we'd love it if you subscribed. We're working towards our next big goal, which is 5,000 subscribers. So every single one of you means so much to us. And it gives us a motivation. It gives us a motivational boost as well throughout all the things that we've done, including running. It's been so nice to have people comment their stories, their questions, just talking with people in the comments, and it just motivates us to put out more content for you guys who are watching. So thank you. So yeah, running changed my life, but it's also opened the door to something much bigger, and we're ready to walk through it. So come along with us for the runs, the laughs, the mess, and the moments. We really just want to live life to the fullest, and we hope you do too. Bye.